Hi, I'm Fadi Mikarian, CEO of Sparkdit, a company that was named by MIT as a top 10 AI startup in recognition to our groundbreaking innovation that is transforming the landscape of artificial intelligence. AI is phenomenal in that sense that all you need is data. You do not need subject matter expertise, and it's very scalable. With AI, data is the new code. However, AI requires a lot of data. If I'm trying to predict in a large organization who is not going to pay their invoices, the volume that I have is 0.001 invoices per second. That pales in comparison to Google, for example, who has 100,000 searches per second. If you have used AI, you've encountered at least one of these five problems. The first one is data volume. You need a significant amount of data to test, train, and validate your system. This is a particularly challenging issue when you are dealing with private data. The second problem is data quality. Garbage in, garbage out, and the weakest link in data quality in your system is the quality of your system. The third one is causality. Causality is understanding why. Why do you get the results that AI provides you? Unfortunately, AI acts like a black box and it lacks any insight. This is particularly true in addressing false positive issues. The fourth one is goals. AI has no concept of goals. AI does not understand what is a goal and much less how to set dynamically goals. Finally, AI is really bad at reasoning. It cannot solve a math problem that has not been solved before. It's really good at copying math problems, combining math problems, and solving them. But if it's the first time that you're solving a math problem, it will not solve it. If all you have is data, then AI is a fantastic solution. I think we established that. However, data is not the only thing we have. We have built over the years expertise and expert knowledge. Expert knowledge is captured in rule-based system, expert system, computational logic. It's the ability to apply a reasoning to a problem and some imagination in order to discover new things, to discover new solutions. For example, when Einstein discovered relativity, he had no data about someone flying to the speed of light and back and comparing him to his twin to figure out who aged more. It all happened using his imagination and a lot of very rigorous reasoning and logic. So what happens if we augment data with our expert knowledge and we marry them together? Well, that gives us really four quadrants. If you have no data and no knowledge, you're in the world of ignorance. If you have a lot of data but no expert knowledge, AI is your solution. If you have a lot of expert knowledge but no data, you're in the world of expert system, expert knowledge. And imagine if you could marry data and expert knowledge, AI with expert system, computation logic, rule-based system, marry them together, you would get a superior level of intelligence, what we call human-like intelligence. Human-like intelligence is really our main invention. Now, in order to materialize this human-like intelligence, we needed to build a framework. That framework was based on a paradigm shift. We noticed that humans think universally in the same way. The way we think is by trade-offs. Trade-offs is essential to our way of thinking. So we said, why do we make neuron? Let's mimic the way humans think. Essentially, let's build a system that works by trade-offs. And computers were not very good at handling trade-offs. So what did we do? Any decision is based on three main pillars. The first one is understanding what are the criteria we take into account when we make that decision. And those criteria can be inspired by an expert, or they can be fetched scalably from generative AI, leveraging all the work that has been done on that subject matter. The second thing is once we have those criteria, is to associate with each criteria a logic that we apply to that criteria. How do we think about that criteria? And that typically is done by looking at the data and analyzing and modeling the data. The third one is using trade-offs. There are two ways of expressing the trade-offs. One is asking specifically and explicitly the user to tell us about the trade-off. And by doing so, we bring back the human at the center of the decision. The second one is inferring the trade-off. And that we use a lot of advanced technology that allows us to infer the trade-off based on certain behavior. The only limit to the breadth of applicability of this new invention is our imagination. We are doubling the conversion rate in e-commerce without intruding on consumer privacy. A leader in the aerospace industry built a solution using human-like intelligence to reduce by half the impact of delays. A group of doctors are working on a healthcare collaborative solution leveraging trade-offs to transform the patient experience. In conclusion, by augmenting artificial intelligence with expert knowledge, you can achieve results that were unfathomed. Imagine what we can do together.